Alright, hello and welcome to Digimon Time Stranger. If you wonder why I didn't upload for quite a while, I was kinda busy with work and then recovering from being sick, so I didn't really have either the time or the energy to record something new, so maybe you still hear from my voice that I'm not at 100% yet, but yeah, I wanted to try something,
right.
so let's see how it goes. Also, for this game, I know it's been out for quite a while, but I wanted to finish it for myself first before I start this. I didn't touch the DLC yet, so we can explore that together once I get to that point. But for now, let's just enjoy the game as it is, and yeah, I just keep the name at default.
Preparations complete.
Difficulty is hard, because otherwise it's not really much of a challenge. The rest of the difficulties will be unlocked once you completed the game and try a playthrough on U+, I think. At least that's what I got.
Take your seat and wait for the show to start. A story about the natural laws of the world is about to begin.
Also, there's a lot more voiceover in this kind of game compared to the last installment. So yeah, let's enjoy the cutscene first.
Uh-oh. Looks like we've been overdoing it a little lately. The world is starting to wake up to our existence. Ironic, really. A secret organization that hunts down urban legends is becoming an urban legend in its own right. If that anime you just saw gets too popular, you can forget about going around dressed like that anymore. I'll go ahead and put in a request for budget for a new uniform. But for this mission, you'll need to keep a low profile. Is that clear, Agent? Now then, are you already aware of the anomalous phenomena that have been observed in the city? Inexplicable explosions, sightings of mysterious life forms, localized earthquakes, abnormal weather patterns. There's no shortage of strange reports. All typical anomalies, so it's time for Adamus to step in. The top brass have high hopes for us, I'm told. So I'm hoping we can make this mission a repeat performance.
Understood.
I'll send the coordinates to your digivice. Check your map and approach the target location. Again, don't blow your cover. And let's pray that the anime from earlier doesn't become too popular. Now then, it's time to start the mission. I'm counting on you.
So yeah, that was the opening cutscene. To explain a little bit, like, we are playing like a secret agent who's in this world to help with solving problems and mysteries of like unexplained phenomena, which most of the time are occurring because of Digimon around the world. And as you saw, the anime that they played is kind of strikingly similar to the character we are playing, as you can see. So they are hoping it's not getting too popular so he can keep his cover up. Yeah. Here's our introduction to Digiline. Basically the same compared to like the last installment. It will display messages, just like last time. The thing is though, this time you have tutorials here explaining everything, which we don't really need. We have here our menu. Items still empty, as you can see, except for this, obviously. We will not touch this at all because they are way too broken. Like, basically if you get them, you don't really need to farm or get anything else, because you can just evolve them and digi-evolve them back into their previous state to get their level cap up by 1 level every time, and basically you can get a 99 level pretty easily, which is way too strong for this kind of stage of the game right now. Those are helpful items, but we don't need them either right now, otherwise we don't really have anything on our agent. This will all unlock later. As for costumes, as you can see, just a few from DLC. Personally, I prefer this one, that's why we'll wear that one. And otherwise, yeah, Digimon we don't have yet, missions we don't have yet either, but except for this one, the main objective. But you can basically, let's all here be displayed. You see what you've finished, you'll see what you have still open. And Digiline, like, this time it's more helpful because here you can just read the mission logs again if you'll get lost at some point, which is pretty helpful compared to last time where it was basically just annoying. And now we are just running from objective to objective because they want to get you used to the moving of camera and walking and everything. Yeah, navigation system. On the top right you see like the green square with a little square dot in it. That's like where you have to get for your objectives, so nothing really special. As you can see, like, you could basically try, but the game won't let you if there's not an option of a branching path there. Right now this path is blocked off, so we cannot go there either. That's why we have to stick to the linear path we have been given right now. And another cutscene, so I'll shut up for a second.
I see you've reached the specified coordinates. Give me a sit rep.
Obviously, a crowd has been confirmed around the target coordinations, as you clearly just saw, so we picked that option.
You can really feel the fear and anger of the crowd. Our studies indicate an odd correlation between an increase in the frequency of anomalies and heightened social unrest. Anomalies have been occurring exponentially more often of late, at a rate only seen a handful of times in history. And though we aren't sure why, almost all those precedents were accompanied by complete societal collapse. Be it from an epidemic, a natural disaster, even more. That's why we're in such a hurry. But in our haste, I'm afraid we've alerted the world to our existence. Nevertheless, our ultimate mission is to uncover the causality between these anomalies and the horrible tragedies that follow. Try investigating that area a little further.
And we gain control again. Yeah, try to get through such a crowd at a fast pace. It's kinda hard. But at this part it's kinda enough space to walk a little faster, but I guess they wanted to give off the feeling that you're really like in a packed crowd. So yeah, now we're trying to get through.
Are you all right?
That tremor just now was likely one of our anomalous phenomena. I managed to narrow the target coordinates down thanks to some videos from 8 years ago. Footage of the anomaly in this district was uploaded to the internet back then by some civilians. The actual videos have since been removed, but the comments still remain. And they tell us that those videos were all recorded in areas that are now on the inside of that wall. Check again to see if there isn't some way to get beyond that wall.
Well, the operator just cut in, otherwise I would have also mentioned that the tremor just now cleared the path for us. For right now the game is pretty linear, but it will open up soon.
An update. I'm sending you an additional mission. Someone is requesting aid near the target coordinates. That person had already been approved to contact your Digivice. Normally, I'd assume that to mean they're a member of the organization. At any rate, do what you can to keep whoever it is safe.
And there we have some Digimon.
It seems you've discovered some phase electron life forms. Phase electron life forms are mysterious organisms often found in the vicinity of anomalies. Adamus has been studying them for years, but the truth of their nature still eludes us. The analysis department at HQ finally decided on a name for these creatures in a report they put out the other day. Going forward, they're to be referred to as digital monsters, or Digimon for short. Naturally, we won't send you up defenseless. I'll transmit some firepower to you right now. The connection will only allow me to send one, however, so make your choice.
Alright, so now we got that out of the way. It's basically like picking your starter at the moment. So we have these three. This one is data type, that's virus, and that's vaccine. Just like last time in the other game. But this time you also see in the middle like their strengths and weaknesses displayed, so I don't have to do a lot of explaining this time around. You can see like the type chart next to everything. But also this time the move is also explained down below. So this is a single target wind magic attack. So this is a mage. This is, on the other hand, is an AoE, or hits all targets with physical and recovers your health, which can be useful. But it has terrible defenses, at least from my experience. And then we have the single target attacker with water. So personally I preferred using this one during my playthrough, because I was thinking like the AoE was helpful at the start, but For me personally, it kind of fell off very fast, and until it gets like to a point where it becomes useful again, it is quite a while. So it's now between these two, so either physical or magical. So let's see here, since I didn't really check the stats much. Decent attack, defense, HP and int. Alright. This one, more speed, more int, even more terrible defense. Oh dear. Defense for now, I think, is like one of the more important stats until like later on, so I pick this one. Gomamon. And as for firepower, like, okay, like, we will get firepower later on, not right now, but for sure later on.
Here we go.
Contact with hostile Digimon confirmed. Digivice activated. Execute the Digimon summoning program.
And now we have a gun. Nicely, the sprite callback to back in the day. So yeah, now we have our first on Digimon. This basically explains what I was explaining. Oh yeah. You get percentage bonuses or negatives onto your damage that you would do depending on if you're effective or not effective on the target. You can also analyze it when you hold the left trigger in this case. And yeah, this is basically a tutorial for it. For this first part, I'll keep the speed just as normal so you can see the animation. So yeah, as you can see, we're not effective against it, but I think water was effective against it. No, it was not. Well, that's terrible. Anyway. Oh, it's resistant against water too. Well, that's even more terrible. It's 50 and that's 30. Well, normal attack it is. Much better. Well, they do nearly no damage because, first of all, the high defense, and also this is a tutorial fight, so they don't intend for you to lose it.
Here we go.
I forgot which button it was. Alright. This is, as you can see, not really something terrible. What is this?
Here we go.
And now we have something we're effective against, so you'll see good times 2, so we do double damage. And we're level 2, fantastic. Since it is an RPG, you want to look around most of the time to like see if there's anything laying around that helps you in the early game. So far not, so just keep progressing.
The public often calls them ghosts or monsters, but we've decided to define phase electron life forms as Digimon. The Digivice enables interaction with such beings.
Oh, that's why it didn't
A
work.
critical function is the Digi-attack. It allows you to command your allies to hit hostile Digimon with a preemptive strike. Go on, give it a try.
Yeah, no need, because I'll display it anyway.
Good, good.
Looks like this. Like you see a target, call your Digimon and just
Great.
attack them like this. Looking around, nothing here, I think. No, You can also see you can use scan to check the area.
Good, good.
That's how we discovered
Wow.
the chest, although it was already discovered. Anything else near? Yeah, back there. Alright. You can also destroy these things.
Great.
No, wrong. You can only pick them up. I could swear there was something here you can
Wow.
destroy.
You got it.
Oh yeah, and if you don't one-shot them, you're forced into a fight, as you can see. But they're pre-damaged, so that helps. And since it was a preemptive attack, you get 2 turns basically.
Well done.
I don't remember where it was. Somewhere around here. Oh, I can pick
Wow.
this.
Good, good.
Was it on? No, it was not on this side, right? I don't remember. But yeah, the blue lines here indicate like a new area, because the map is always like put into areas. As you can see, like each area has like a limited amount of space. Let's scan again. Oh, scan doesn't work right now. Okay, guess the cutscene has priority.
The target coordinates are just ahead, but there appears to be an obstacle in your path. Your Digimon should be able to remove it easily. Give it a try.
Oh, because of the introduction of how to destroy things, that was why there was nothing.
You got it.
As you can see, it works pretty much like this. Your Digimon just rams into it. And that tremor right now was this. Let me introduce you to the first, well, mandatory boss fight in the game. Also, you're forced to run away. That was what's happening when you don't take control, because they give you like a millisecond of control and then they just let them stand around.
This way, run!
But it doesn't really punish you for it.
Okay. Let's go.
All safe by the last second.
Thank goodness we finally found each other again.
Did you call for help? What are you doing here? Do we know each other? It's almost as if we're destined to meet. I mean, it's set mysterious goal, so then if anyone like doesn't remember the person, most of the time they would ask, do we know each other?
Huh? Enough with the jokes already. Now it's hardly the time, don't you think? Hey, where did he go? Wasn't he with you? Well, maybe he went on ahead. Come on. We need to hurry up to the roof of the government building.
He? Who are you talking about?
Seriously, what's with you? I mean, isn't a war supposed to break out? We have to get to the roof of the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building.
I'm guessing she's the target for our additional mission. She's not making a whole lot of sense, though. It's highly probable that she's been affected by an anomaly. What I still want to know, though, is why she was already approved to contact your Digivice. I'll check the database again. If I learn anything, I'll be in touch right away. Even though she piques my interest, we need to do something about that giant Digimon first. We can't allow it into the city. For now, please proceed with the primary mission.
Roger, securing the target and continuing on. So yeah, that was basically the first main mission. We got to the target. Also, as you can see, you can talk to your partner if you want to, which will set up these kind of things, which will give it additional bonuses once you unlocked it. We'll go for Valor first because it will help us in a later part. I don't know if it's unlocked yet. I mean, we can check. No, wrong. This was the right one. Let's go. Agent. Nope. No agent skill set. Alright, but we can check our partner now. Set up. You. So we have a new skill now. Icicle Edge. Let's see. No. How. This is how we did it. So performs ice physical attack with 2 hits of 20 power each. For one enemy, 95 accuracy. This one is guaranteed to hit. Also, as you can see right now, talent 25, but like also giving out how high you can level it up in the form it is right now. Bond, the higher the bond, the more stats get converted from the stats you have before you digivolve it. These bonuses we will get sooner or later. Right now, the personality skill, which is also introduced. Steadfast Might, boost attack when HP is 90% or lower, so whenever we fall below 90 of our max HP, which is at the moment 665, pretty easy to obtain, we gain an attack boost. Since we are a physical attacker, that's pretty helpful. Yeah, so I'd say this is it for part 1, and I'll see you back in part 2, so see you next time.